Greetings and welcome back to what isn't a Smalls SMP video. I know, shock horror, it's a Friday, no Smalls SMP. But there's two reasons for this. One, because I forgot to record beforehand, so this is on the day this is being released, so I don't quite have time for this. Two is because at school we have just done a Race for Life run and I am completely knackered, so I am incredibly tired right now, which is rather annoying. And three, I lied, there's actually three, not two. And three, because I wanted to do a different video actually, which I was planning to do yesterday, but reasons is now it's today. So, what I'm doing today, as you may be able to tell from the title of the video, is a top 10 facts about me. Maybe not top 10, just 10 facts about me. So, shall we get started then? Number one, nerdy. I am a fairly nerdy person. I don't know if you could already tell that from the fact that I'm on the internet a lot. You know, I play games pretty much all day. I sit in one chair, which is very comfy. You may occasionally hear it squeak. I don't know if you could... Yeah, I can't really get to squeak right now. It's actually doing alright today, which is pretty good. But, yeah, so I'm a fairly nerdy person, which is kind of cool. Number two, I have pediophobia, which is generally sort of the fear of human-like things like dolls, but for me it's mannequins. I am absolutely petrified of them, and they just scare the hell out of me, which is kind of funny when it means that it comes to clothes shopping, because as you could probably guess, there's going to be a lot of mannequins in there, so that's always fun. Number three, I actually listen to rap music. It's mainly sung by Dan Bull. Some of you may have heard of him. He does raps for games, which is why I actually quite like him. He's very clever with the wording that he uses, and I just generally like his style. He's got a rather, excuse me, a rather sort of fun style to him. So yeah, that's number three. Number four, I used to be super emotional. This is actually a rather close one to who I am. Basically, currently at the moment, I'm in high school. But way back when I was sort of, especially early on in middle school and lower school, I was one of those people where if you insulted me, I would nearly instantly take that to heart and probably start crying. You know, I couldn't quite handle emotions and being, you know, people being rude to me. I was never really good at that sort of thing, so I was a very sort of emotional person sometimes. Number five, I used to play the cello. That actually quite links with nerdy, because playing the cello is quite a nerdy thing to do. Yeah, I used to play the cello. I quite enjoyed it actually. I got to the level 3, whatever it is they call, I can't remember what it is now. But I stopped playing the cello at the end of middle school because I thought it would get in the way of all the work at upper school, which it probably would have, to be honest, and I only really ever did it because it was a bit of fun. I never wanted to take it anywhere. Oh god, my voice. Give me a sec. Oh, it's better. Nice little drink. Right then, on to number 6. I've actually got this written down, by the way, so I just had to switch over notes. Number 6. Oh, this is an annoying one. I recently deleted a Minecraft world of mine. Now, that may not sound like the end of the world, but quite a lot of Minecrafters will have a Minecraft world that they use as a test world, where they've built, you know, everything that they're ever going to build, lots of complicated stuff, and, you know, they've probably spent days upon days in that world. And I had one of them, and I'd done the exact same thing, but one day when I was going through my list of worlds, deleting ones that I didn't need, I accidentally deleted this one. And there was no way of me being able to ever get it back. So, yeah, that's kind of annoying, and I've had to start that world completely over. I lost a few good builds in there as well. Anyway, number 7, I love naming pets and general things in games. You may be able to tell that from things like Barnabas. You know, he's got a name, hence Barnabas. But yeah, I just generally like naming things. It adds a bit more character to them, and also it can be a bit funny. You know, it's not just my random sword, it's Brian the sword, which I'm going to slay my enemies with. So I quite enjoy that. Number 8, I really like dairy products. Let me say that again. Dairy products. So things like milk, cheese, that sort of thing. I don't know why, I just absolutely love cheese and milk. I would probably just have that all the time if I could. So that's a rather interesting thing. Well, interesting. Maybe not. Number 9, I don't like horror. Now, this applies to both games and movies. I'm just not a big fan of the horror scene. Mainly because, one, I just don't like being scared. It's not a fun thing for me. But also because half the time horror things these days are just so mundane. They use the exact same tactics and techniques all the time. So they're so predictable whenever you see them. And finally, number 10, I have never been in a plane. So basically that means that I've never flown in a plane, I've never gone abroad, like ever. I've just been in the UK my entire life, well, thus far. And yeah, that's a kind of interesting thing. I mean, I say I've never been in a plane. I have once been in a plane, sort of a like fly around type thing, but I don't really think that counts really. It's not like I've been in a proper, jet that you would if you were going on holiday. So, yeah, those are the 10 facts about me. May have been interesting for you, probably wasn't. I don't even know what I'm actually going to put over the top of this voice. Probably just a static picture knowing me. Yeah, that's 10 facts about me. If you did enjoy that, or, I don't know, maybe you like dairy products too, or something like that, then hit the like button down below. I actually gestured with my hand there as if you're going to see it. You wouldn't, but do that sort of stuff. Subscribe if you want to obviously see more of my other content, and do watch that other content that I've done before, because I'm quite proud of most of it. Most, not all. And obviously, if you have a YouTube channel of your own, do this sort of thing yourself, because I was actually inspired to do this by TakeTwoCrew. So thanks to him, I've done this, and maybe you too could make your own top 10 facts about yourself. So that is it from me, and goodbye.